The Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, otherwise known as Riggy, today to know his fate in the National Assembly, as today is when they are doing the vote. Of course, he will be given an opportunity to defend himself. And I've seen posters circulating with messages like we are in unison with the Reggie. We stand with a Reggie, and I'm like, you people, in which country are you living in? You know, when the head is spoiled, even the tail is spoiled. You understand? You can't say, let me cut off the head and remain with the tail. You can't say, let me cut the other body parts and remain with my head. You know, there is these political comic that requires you to use your deep literal or literature skills to understand from Njugush. Um, he visited the doctor and was telling the doctor that the head is in conflict with the with the neck and with the other body parts. The other body part says when the head receives anything before it passes through the throat to reach the body. I mean, you see a whole lot. Actually, he was simply referring to William Samoei Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. You know, and these people have simply been taking loans to divide between themselves. And now they're even taking more loans to pay MPs to either support or be against some things in the country. Now, we know the other regime whereby William Samoei Ruto was the deputy president, Uhuru Kenyatta was the president, things were getting wrong, and the deputy president was trying to distance himself as if he was not in the government. The best he could have done is tell us those bad things that were happening. Now, it's only upon when they took power, they were now able to say that the regime looted everything and there was nothing in the treasury when they took over power. Now, today, Rigathi Gachagua is not in good terms with William Samoei Ruto. And there are things, as he says, he cannot speak because he's bound by law under oath not to speak about them. But clearly, either two things are happening here. The things that they have looted, they are not in agreement on how to split it, or they are trying to divert our attention from the real issues that are happening in Kenya, or both. You understand it? They are trying to hit two birds with one stone. Either way, it is all wrong because Kenyans are really suffering. The other day, we just saw. I'm not lying or trying to water down the efforts of the designer who drew that proposed Adani butterfly-like airport. But oh my God, to me, I didn't see anything like butterfly-like. I just saw like snake heads. I'm sorry, it seems like I'm pessimistic person on this, but no. If something isn't just okay for me, that design, no, just looked like some snake heads for me. Transported from India. Now they want to keep that installation. I mean, visit Julius Nyerere Airport in Tanzania and give in the no. So back to Oregiji. This is my take. I will really prefer that he be impeached. Then, after he's impeached, you see the same ODM MPs that will be in support of this motion. Then they also, like the threats that those who are supporting Riggy made it clear, those MPs who are supporting Riggy told Ruto, if you impeach Riggy, we are also going to table a motion against your impeachment. One, corruption, and use of the DCI, the police, the NIP, National Police, the National Intelligence Service, the National Police Service, to intimidate your political enemies or to settle your political scores, extrajudicial killings, among other charges. Now, Be rest assured that if Rigiji is impeached, at least we are heading somewhere. And also, Ruto also must be impeached because both of these lads, they are going nuts. They are making us crazy. Look at the state of the nation right now. All they have been doing is promises. Tumetenga, tumefanya, tumefanya, tumefanya. So the political landscape is going to change so rapidly, and we are going to see some new faces. Yesterday, I did some video whereby I proposed to people whom are seeing fit for being presidential candidates. But again, the only challenge we had is that you see, even if we want Murara Kebaso to be president, I just realized that he doesn't meet the threshold in terms of age. For you to vie as a president, so age is a little bit taking him down, but otherwise he will have made a very good presidential candidate considering the political landscape right now and the situation at hand. Because as it is, Ruto and his deputy have make sure that they are benefiting deeply from the proceeds of corruption. That is just my analysis. I don't know what you think. If you have a different analogy from what I'm giving in, maybe you can give me a comment in the comment section. If you love content of this nature, whereby we do political analysis, you can also head to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and press the notification button. So anytime that we are live, you'll be the very first person to be notified. If you're watching from our Facebook page, kindly follow our page and make sure you follow us because you'll be receiving a regular updates. Yeah. So I really feel for us Kenyans because we don't seem to heal. I remember I even told the Mount Kenya citizens or residents that sooner or later you'll be put into one basket and be sold back to Ruto, because as it is, maybe Ruto might try to halter the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. So again, he'll receive that kind of a person who is who does not like paying back, payback, who does not like revenge, and he'll be seen like someone who is sane as a leader who's actually focused on issues, and all that kind of stuff. You'll start liking him. Then you start. Just deception. There's nothing else there. This is a pure deception. So, if you've really followed what's been happening for the past 2 years here in Kenya, ever since this duo took power, you realize we are in very, very wrong hands. And if we were to do elections right now, trust me, William Samuel Ruto would never be the president unless they use other means other than the legal ways to hold power. So at the end of the day, we should be asking ourselves, what options do we have so that we can take back our nation and steer it towards the right direction, so that we may have businesses moving. Right now, every person conducting a business, whether self-employed or employed, everyone is crying. The economy is in shambles. The economy isn't doing well. So, I mean, everyone is crying. Nobody is sitting down and saying, oh, business is doing well, we're benefiting, except for the politicians who are looting money from the public coffers. You understand? So, unfortunately, that's what I have projected, and that's what I've seen. And most probably, I feel like they're diverting our attention so that they can get, away with something. I told you, let us turn down the tables. Let us turn the tables upside down so that we get to know what is being hidden in these controversy, in this conflict of impeachment. Something is really happening that we are not being told. Something is really happening. Trust me. In this period that these two people have been in livery, oh my, I'm sure some millions, if not billions, are being lost somewhere. I can tell you for free. I'm not prophesying, but I can tell you for free. So long as this conflict is ongoing, something behind the curtain is taking place. And it is not anything for the benefit of the citizens, but something that will really harm you. Just like they did with the financial bill, to the last minute, whereby we get to understand, oh, this is what these people are planning against us as the citizenry. Now, we really have to be very vigilant and get to know what is really happening behind these curtains. Ahmed Khali for the Unscripted Talks here in Dub Radio. I'll still urge you, if you're watching from our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe, press notification button, so anytime we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. If you're watching from our Facebook page, kindly follow our Facebook page for regular updates. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dub Radio ndio mpango mzima.